have taught you well.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So we are in America, the black man in America who has heard Islam, he should unite himself into Islam.
That's right.
And become one.
Yes, sir.
And that will do for the rest of them.
That's right.
Just
That's right.
those that have heard. The rest then will fall in line with you. Because Islam is not a new religion. Although I'm not going to talk any religion today.
Yes, sir.
I have something else to talk about for a few minutes.
Yes, sir.
So Islam being a religion, so when the God gave it to you, he says that he have perfect for you your religion.
That's right.
And he has chosen for you Islam. Now that's the name of your nation, Islam.
Yes, sir.
Islam. As the messenger says, that's the first time that we had ever been called a nation is when Master Farad Muhammad called us a nation by saying the nation of Islam. So we are a great people.
Yes, sir.
Just think a man coming to us telling us we are not Negroes and colored folks. That should have been sufficient for us.
That's right.
Especially while that we was under slavery too, for 400 years. But that's the way it goes. So we're going to talk a little from the message to the black man.
Yes,
Just
sir.
a little, not much. The main thing that we should understand and know today is we must unite together and get on to our own kind.
That's right.
And get out of the devil's government.
That's right. Yes, sir. That's right.
If we do not unite together now, in a few more days, you won't be able to do so.
That's right. Listen.
Because the devil is going to take those that he has gained already
Right.
into hell's fire with him.
That's right. Yes, sir.
And that fire is not far off.
Listen.
You know, water can be fire. And it puts out fire.
That's right.
But it can be fire. So we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to put the religion aside for a little while. Of course, you might hear me say that quite often now. Because we are to so often and found Islam at the same place after I became a man. And that was on Hastings Street, the Castle Theater. I went there to my knowings 25 Sundays straight. There was an episode played there by a devil named William Desmond. He had 15 episodes, 15 chapters. I didn't miss one. Then William Duncan begins at the bottom of the page 25, saying, now, he called them Negroes. Never want a government of our own selves. God came in the person of, it doesn't mean that he's God. All right, he's telling us God came in the person of a man that you and made him what he is today.
Right?
And he has ruled,
Yes, sir.
taken away from us our knowledge that 1,000 years. Then the original God, people into a knowledge, he showed to us what must be done.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Now, as I was going to say, that Messenger Elijah Muhammad, with the teaching that he received, he said, let us unite ourselves with our own kind, right?
Yes, sir. That's right.
And by uniting ourselves like that, then we can become the world's greatest people.
That's right.
It is not for the present people in Africa to become the rulers of the earth.
That's right. That's right.
It is not for them. It is for you and I.
That's right. Listen. You told me. Listen.
If so, why did not he go to Africa and raise up this
That's
mighty
right.
messenger of God?
That's right.
He didn't go there, and he was right around them.
Yes, sir.
He comes and tells us about them, and we find it to be absolutely the facts.
That's right.
He didn't only teach us about our black brothers in Africa. He taught us about the white man in Africa and all over the earth.
Yes, sir.
We know them, and we know their works.
That's right.
Now, since we have served our time for 400 years in the Western Hemisphere, which the Bible say that we would do, where's our government? We cannot go to Africa and claim that government for our government today.
That's right.
We can't do it.
That's right.
We can find ourselves united with our people. We can do that. They are our people. But they don't want us to come into their house over there now, and we've been away for 400 years. They don't want us to come in there and rule their house.
Right? That's right. Teach, Freeman.
I'm not talking about the man that was here last week. I'm only trying to open your eyes to self.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Him and the people there, if we would unite together according to the history and the prophecy, and that's what is said by Master Farad Muhammad and Messenger Elijah Muhammad, what is said by them, we will have to go and clean up that part of Africa.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Not only the south, the north, east, and west of
Right.
Africa. we have to clean it up. What I mean about clean it up, we have to go there and teach them this knowledge.
That's right.
They don't know it.
That's right.
They don't have it. They don't know that white people is the real devil.
That's right. Go ahead, teach us.
Only you and I knows that.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir. Talk about it.
How is it
Go ahead, talk about it.
that just me and you knows it?
That's right. Real.
Because I live in his house.
Yes, sir.
He been my master for 400 years. I know you, old boss.
That's right.
So today, if we would go back home, back to our mother's land, where we came from, we have to tell them things that they have to do.
Yes, sir.
Because just going like, I'm not talking about the brother now, listen at me clearly.
Go ahead.
Just going back and forward, you and I go there to Africa and they come to America and we greet them as brothers and sisters, which we are. That don't do it.
That's right. That's right.
That won't do it. Because we'll be integrating here with white people and they trying to get away from slavery under white people there. Now what kind of a unity will that bring us into? Did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir. Good.
I say if you and I will trying to integrate. Integrating takes us into the words of unity and uniting together and emerging into another nation. Did you know it?
Yes, sir.
If you are going to have integration here like what the majority of the black peoples want and what they are fighting for, you have nothing. You are right in going directly into hell's fire.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Now, the book tells us that every nation must go back to its own, right?
That's right.
If we have to go back to our own nation of people, and our own nation of people there is under the hands of the same man that is here, we are not going to take that what they are taking there, right?
That's right. That's right.
We ain't going to take that.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
So the messenger says in his writing here, do we have the qualified men and women for self-government? He don't teach us in the manner to go back to Africa and live there unless you don't give me what I asked for here. Then send me back there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Teach us.
Who's going to fill up a boat full of 40 million people? Who's going to build 40 million homes over there in Africa for us to go to? Where are we going to sleep? In the jungles? No. We have to sleep in a house if we go there.
That's right.
And you don't want to sleep in some of those houses that they are sleeping in.
That's right.
Right.
So what must we do now? We have to seek among our kind for this self-government to be resurrected right here by you and me? The answer to that question is, the messenger says, the answer to the above question is yes. We have the qualified people
That's right.
to run a black government on some of this good earth that we can call our own. I don't hear Muslim ministers and Muslims of different source of black people saying that they want a government of their own,
Right.
like what Messenger Elijah Muhammad's saying. I don't hear that. They want a little spot here, a little spot there, a little spot over there, and call it a community.
Right. T.
That is not enough. We want something that can bring forth and take care of the whole nation of black peoples in America.
Right.
You don't want just a little something. What would you look like? I'm trying to make this plain to you. What would you look like going to Washington to see Bush and his cabinet and all, and ask him for a house here and a house over there? We got a little few people here, and we are all Muslim. Can't you give us a little spot in this city and a little spot in that city over there? You know what he would say to you? He would say, well, you got enough money, go and buy your little spots in different
That's right.
cities. Your people, you got enough people to give enough money to go buy a little community. Only take about a couple of blocks and have your community, or either you could just go out there and build up in the city, make your community there. But that ain't what Elijah was asking for. He asked for half of this man's states. He asked for half of the USA.
That's right.
He didn't ask for just one or two cities. He told them, I want the South. You can have the North. He said that he wanted the South. Well, that not meaning now that we just going to have a community built here in the South. No, we'll be a nation of people. Now, if you cannot give to us a few of these states as I have asked for, then send me back to Africa, where you brought us from. Now, if you go to Africa, you're going to have to work real hard.
That's right.
And if you stay here, you got to work real hard.
That's right.
Now, if we choose to go to Africa, what shall we start with? Just go there? Africa can't take care of herself.
That's right.
That's right.
You understand me? Good.
Yes, sir.
They are slaves there, according to the way this man talked here, and he came here for money,
That's right.
to my understanding.
That's right.
That's right.
Now, why come we can't get together and get us a place of our own and then go to the brother's rescue, right?
Right.
Since we got enough to give.
That's right.
That's what I'm looking towards. That's what I'm saying. why this and here we is here, we slave too. That's the old boss thing, you know. Tell him, say, listen, old master, hey, you know how we work for you?
That's right.
Drop it down.
That's right.
Yeah, drop it down. We want Alabama and Georgia for a start off.
That's right.
Everything across the Mason-Dixon line, we want it.
Yes, sir.
Every state that don't snow in, we want it.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You don't want no integration with you.
That's right. Teach.
If I marry your daughter, she might put some rat poison in my food tomorrow morning when I eat breakfast, right?
That's right.
And get rid of all of us. That is the thing that we today must look into. It is proven, if the preachers would preach it, it is proven right there in the Judges of Samson.
Yes, sir.
Samson didn't know his power. And he wanted to integrate with the Philistines.
Right? Teach.
All the things that was done to Samson, it was the Philistine, a certain nation of people, right?
That's right.
Until finally, Samson woke up. And when he did, it was too late. He was blind and it was too late.
Yes, sir.
He went and pulled the building down on his own self and killed himself and all the more than they had killed all together of the Philistines. Didn't kill them all. Oh, some of them walking around here now.
Prayers, business. Yes, sir.
And look at a lot of our people, how they speak up for them. Them people don't care nothing about you.
That's right.
They don't come to your house to visit you.
Right.
They don't sit down and talk with you at home and you go to his house and visit him. He don't want you. None of these people want you. I want to tell you now that in the days of past, we have seen it that the East African man don't want his Western brother.
That's right.
Right. Listen.
Now, I'm not going against none now. Listen at me clear. I'm not going against none of them. I'm just only showing you the condition that we stand in.
That's right.
If Allah had chose, he would have went to South Africa or wherever it's east or west or whatnot. He would have went there. But the man that was to do this work in separating and making a division between God and the devil, black man and white man, he was here in this hell, not
right.
there. In that hell, that's held in South Africa.
Yes, sir. Sure is.
The people don't have anything. We don't either.
Right. That's right.
I guess after the messenger seen that we had nothing, just like they didn't have anything, then he says, you two unite together. Let us go a little farther. Yes, we do not have to be equal in knowledge with every nation to be successful. The messenger says we don't have to be equal in knowledge. Because we have enough knowledge to take care of our own self. So he says we don't have to be equal in knowledge to operate our own government. That's the thing that our people today should get in their mind and get on to and know that you must lay a foundation for your youngsters to come up in a government of their own.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Where those whites who first came to this country seeking self-government equal with England and other states of lords? Were they equally educated with the states that they come out of? When they come here, they was as crazy as Beelzebub.
That's right.
Right.
When they come here, they didn't have no knowledge of having a government.
That's right.
But look at it today. Because of you and I fought for them and built it just as they have it now, and in turn made England rich with cotton bales from the field, picking it with our hands alone.
Right.
Yes, sir.
What if we had a cotton field? What if we had some sheeps like the messenger had and they all gone? Why would we have some cattle like the messenger had, and the devils were so jealous of them good, nice looking cows until they poisoned so many of them?
That's right.
You know what should have been did when they poisoned your cattle? We should have went and poisoned some of his.
That's right. All.
Not only poison some of his cattle, but give him a dose of it too.
Yes, sir.
We today is in one of the terriblest conditions that we have ever been in since we've been in the Western Hemisphere. The messenger continued with this little short subject. He says, there are probably many independent people who do not have among them many who have the know-how. Many independent peoples today, he's telling us, that at the time of their starting did not have knowledge of the know-how, how to do and to resurrect a government of themselves. Many of them. And many of them was in small numbers. There was not a government set up in nowhere that you can find in their history that equal the number that we equal today. We outnumber every starter in government. Now what shall we do for self? We shouldn't be a people have to look to another man.
That's right.
We shouldn't. let me just bring your attention to a fact that was given to us by Master Farad Muhammad. He says, how much is the land? 57,255,000 square miles, right?
Yes, what you said.
Why he told us that? Now, the devil knowed all the time, and plenty of scholars in the school knowed all of the time how many square miles of land America contained. He was telling you that there is enough land on this earth to feed every mouth, man, woman, child, boy, girl, snake or elephant that live on this earth in the Western Hemisphere. Could be taken and fed you could feed all of everything around you and build you a house. There's enough vacancy right here in America today that if we would undertake to go for self and have something for our own self, there's a plenty of land right here in America. But it's the leaders. Those are the people that you and I have to bring to the front, have to make it known. You are not doing nothing for us.
That's right.
You got all of the money there. Every Sunday the churches, they're taking up thousands of dollars. Churches paid for. Where's the rest of it going, Reverend?
That's right.
That's right.
Or deacon, tell us something. You mean to tell me out of all of the Baptist churches in the city of Detroit, we don't own 2 or 3 good farms that can feed all of the black peoples in Detroit? We don't own that. You mean to tell me that you belong to the Baptist Convention, and here we are here under the Pope by being in the Christian faith? You mean to tell me, Reverend, that we can't get nothing? We can't come together enough to build a house of our own? What's wrong with you, Reverend?
That's right.
Is it true, Reverend, that today we must all unite together, or should we all integrate together? Is it written? Show me where it's written, Reverend. It's not written. It's separation. All of the books is teaching us separation today. Nobody is teaching integration but these little big-mouth black peoples in America.
That's right. That's right.
We said we ain't got enough knowledge to go for self, to have a government of our own. We got more knowledge than Abraham Lincoln and George Washington and those other fellows had when they started. Lincoln wasn't no wise man. George Washington was a crook. He got far more knowledge than what they had. And we have more knowledge today of what the devils have today of running the government. You can run your government far better than what he's got it going, got his going. Because the messenger taught us, don't you go and look for what he has got. You have to build you a different government. You wouldn't have a government there that you say, well, here we'll use all of his rules and regulations for our government. No. When Yakub made those people there on the Isle of Pelon and give to them rules, laws, and regulations how to run their government at a starting, if you would see clearly into its meanings, you would know then how to run yours. Because the devil, in his running of his government, is making it known to the whole world today that he is a man that seeks after the life of another man to take his house rather than to build him a house. All of his laws that he have now today, especially in the state of Michigan, is for the crooks.
That is right.
What I mean his laws is for them. He speaks in the favor of a man who has broken the law before he speaks in the favor of the man that's trying to observe the law. You do that. It is written of the same. We can become an independent people, so independent until all of the world would be looking up at you. And we got it to do. We have that to do. We must do it. Now suppose that we don't do it. Then we goes to hell's fire. Look, the messenger says here, in talking of having a government of your own, we have enough technicians, such as mathematicians, constructions, engineers, civil engineers, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, physical chemists, educators, occulturists, navigators, and astronauts among the 22 million at that time, rather. 22 million or more of us. You will find scholars or scientists whom we can use in every branch of government. Then there are our own independent people outside of this country who would be glad to help us get going into a country of our own state for ourselves. We do not expect to build or do. We desire to build a government pattern after the orders of the white race. Do we want a government pattern after this devil? That's what he's saying to us there. We do not want it. We would need help for the next 20 to 20 or 25 years. After that, we would be self-supporting. The spirit of doing for self is now fast coming into our people. They only need a new education of self. When you get that, then you got it. And that's what he gives to us. Finally, he says, the world's greatest people, unity, he says, unity under the crescent of Islam is all that is necessary for you and me to become the world's greatest people. The lying and slavery teaching the white man's Christianity that has crucified our people all over the earth must be given up. We have to put it down. That is, if we expect to build this righteous government. We must accept the true religion, Islam, of Jesus and the prophets, before and after him, before we can be successful in doing anything. We must accept, we must reclaim Islam under your own flag before you'll ever be successful to have your government. The flag, as you know, we always say that the flag, this is our flag, right? We always say that. Now, why would God come and give us a flag? Every year is barefooted as a duck, naked as a jaybird in whistling time. And here he comes and says, this is your flag. We ain't got 1 square inch of earth that we can plant a stalk of corn on that says, as a nation. But yet he brought us a flag. Why he do that? Is because that he brought you the flag so you could have something to join or reclaim your own under. Because he's going to give you the whole earth. That's why sun, moon, star. He's going to give it to you. All of this. He gives. That's why we got the flag. Some said a messenger brought this flag to us. No, he carried it to the city where he was sent, where he went to. He carried it. But he did not originate this flag for you and I. Master Farad Muhammad gave us this flag. So now what shall we do with it? We gonna still walk barefooted as a duck around here and got a flag? No. Get some land so that we can set it up. That's what we need. That's what the messenger is telling us all the way down the line. Look how he started right here in this government, with this government. This is a government, brothers and sisters. It is not just to be a religion for us. This is a government. That's the Christian's government. Christianity is the Christian government. That is not our government. Here's our government. Look what this one done to us. The main course we should take today is set up our government. Well, we ain't, just we few right here, this enough.
That's right. That's right, brother.
You don't have to go anywhere. You got a plan. If you don't believe it, read the Bible there, how after God had made Adam and Eve, didn't have but two people. Now we're going Christian way. He didn't have but two people. If he made them in that manner, when he left them, what did he say to them? What did he tell them to do when they went in the garden? He told them to multiply,
Right.
and to fill the earth.
That's right. That's right.
You got everything here now you need to eat and to drink. There's a stream of water running right down through the garden here. All you got to do, Adam, is to cut down your tree and build your house. You got plenty of trees here in the garden. So that you can have children and whatnot and bring forth. We blemish the earth.
Right.
People said, no, Adam ate the apple. Adam ain't ate no apple. What the heck is the apple gonna do?
Teach you, brother.
Apple means that he taking on a false advice.
That's right.
That's what the apple is talking about. His wife brought it to him. She got it from the devil.
Yes.
Just like I will bring it to us today from the devil.
That's right.
No. It is a shame for our people today having a flag and don't want it.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right, brother.
All of this land on the earth, you have approximately 29 million square miles, of producing land.
That's right.
Right.
Producing land on this earth. And all of this land is surrounded with water. You don't have to go far from you can dig your well right here. Because the water's all through the earth, just like the blood in your body. You're made just like the earth is made. Blood in your body, veins, you got the veins. Dig down into the earth and you find water.
That's right.
Because there's a vein down there. You built just like it. Look at your head, your hair. First thing that we had was a head full of hair, right?
Right.
Then after a while the hair left us. Then we become bald. What is that saying to us? One science says that you're getting ready for the grave.
Right.
But you don't know when the day coming you're going into the grave, right?
That's right.
And you keep on working to live. And you ain't got a strand of hair all on the head. Almost like me and this brother.
That's right.
Yeah. You have not nothing. And we got to wait now until we get a whole house full of people to come in so that we can have it. We don't have to wait for that.
That's right.
Let me tell you what happened to me. I set a temple in Warren, Ohio. And we was talking about getting a place with about 5 or 10 acres of land so that we could have a place and sell it, take good care of, make the fruit look good and make the vegetables and whatnot that we will have on it look good. Now Allah blessed us. Here comes a devil to one of the brothers and told him while we were looking for this land, he would have plowed the land for us. Listen close now. He would have plowed the land for us. Fix it up and showed us if we didn't know how to plant. He would do that. And here, while while he was telling us all of that, the news got back, and then nobody go to do it. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
None of the Muslims they come up to go, and all they had to do is walk right. I don't know. He was going to fix it. He was going to sit on his tractors and do all of this for us for nothing. Nobody. What he asked for his pay. That's his land too. He don't want to see it grow up in weeds, because he had gotten so that he couldn't do much of a work unless he did sit on top of a tractor and drive it. He said, just give me something or what you produce. A little food to eat. Saying you take all the rest of it. Nobody went. Nobody went. Now look, read Muhammad Speaks. The one the messenger had. In Georgia and Alabama, the people had become so lazy they wouldn't work the farms. He said, he put it in the paper, I have it. Wouldn't work the farm. Don't want a farm. Did not you know a farm is the basics of all governments?
Right.
Right.
If you don't have a farm, how in the world is you going to live?
That's right. That's right.
You can't live if no farms. Let the trucks that bring food here into this city stop for 2 days,
That's right.
and you got no food.
That's right.
This land is rich enough to have for you whatever that you desire. This land in America is rich enough for you to produce whatever you want to produce for your life's sakes. We don't have where's a black warehouse down in one of these
Right.
markets? Where is it?
Nowhere.
To keep your food. You don't have it.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right, brother.
Then we say, here pops up leaders in Islam. They say they are leaders and saying that they are the truth and everything, what they can do, and you see them walking down the streets with the Quran under his arm. You know what? Excuse me at this juncture. You know what? The Quran with our people have become so. Many of them do not want to work.
That's right.
You can see him all around. He got a Quran in his hand. Standing up reading it, or wants to tell you about Allah. We know that Allah created the heaven and the earth and all that is between it.
Yes, sir.
We know that. Don't tell me nothing about what the book is saying about Allah when Allah have give you approximately 29 million square miles of producing land and you ain't producing 1 square inch.
Right.
Tell me nothing about the Quran.
Right. Deep.
Let's unite together, brother, and get us some land so that we can eat and sit down and be happy. When the weather get cold, we can eat, and then we will talk Kawan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right, brother.
Lazy, they got lazy. Men would sell incense and oil standing up on the corner someplace, selling incense and oil
That's
and
right.
other little stuff. That's a shame. And saying, yes, Allah is God. He freed us and this and that and all that you get and you'll be blessed and this. I know that. I've been in the Nation of Islam for over 50 years. I know it.
Sir.
I know how to get blessed. Tell me nothing about getting blessed. Because I caught the same hell you did.
Yes, sir.
Separate from the devils and get on to our own kind. And we have something that we can call our own.
Yes, sir.
You know what I looked at the other night? I finished reading this. You know what I look at when Nelson Mandela stopped talking? I just wish that could have been there and took over after he stopped.
Yes, sir.
He talked 20 minutes. 20 minutes. People were dissatisfied too, so a lot of them, they wanted to hear more. Yeah, they wanted to hear more. Well, I can't say nothing about that for one reason. He was in another government.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
And I wish that I had had $1 million to give him myself. Because he being a brother and a leader in Africa for his people. And he fights hard for them. I like his fighting. Fighting hard to take care of his people. What the devil has so badly messed up.
Right.
Let's unite together.
That's right.
Let's become one people. We both, as I always said, I learned it from a fellow when I was a little boy. We look the same on top of the skin and we are the same under the skin.
That's right.
So if we like that, then let's get together and produce what we can do and hurry about it.
That's right.
That's true.
Why sit around? Why sit down on land that you can eat from?
Right.
On land that you can build you a mansion on? We can do that. We got enough for a start. How do you say we got enough for a start? What should? Didn't you say that God helped those who help themselves?
That's right.
Well, start.
That's right.
That's right.
I know that is hard sayings here with us. I know that. Give me a few. When you leave here, go out and invite people to come and give me just half as many as some of these other people got with them. Next year, you see something.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
With just half that many. They wouldn't sit down, they'll build for themselves. They'll build for themselves. All of these vacant houses around here, where it was burnt down, tore down, all of this vacant land, and we got to still pay $400 and $500 a month for a house. That one, there's a lot over there, big enough, probably can get it for $200, especially out here in Highland Park, because Highland Park ain't got no money.
That's right.
She broke, she still broke, she ain't got nothing.
That's right.
But people working 4 days a week still. All of these things around here, we ain't got nothing. We got homeless people. We got people out of a job.
Right.
Let's take a couple of months and pool our little pennies together and go buy 2 or 3 lots.
Right.
And then after we do that, so, well, we ain't got enough money to hire somebody to build it. That's all right, you build it.
Right.
You build it. What I mean is this. After you have dug a hole as a basement in your house, then the next thing that you do, lay the brick. And that's an easy job, laying a brick. Up so high, but not that. It's easy to nail 2 planks together.
That's right.
Build your house. You can build a house. They have small books that says build yourself.
That's right.
And all you got to do is to take that for a guide and you'll build you a house.
That's right.
That's right.
People don't do that. I seen that on the roadside.
That's right.
On the roadside. I showed you something.
Yes, sir. That's right.
People building houses.
Right.
Devils, because they know original people gonna build no house out there. Not where we was at.
That's right.
I seen them almost build I would say a little community around houses. All of them chip in and buy the lumber and buy the stuff that they need for this house, and they all work to build this one house. And as soon as they get through building that one, they do the same thing over here.
That's right.
Nobody getting paid. He got his job, he put in the spare time. Everybody's spare time does the work. And you know anything, you got plenty of houses built around there.
That's right.
If we can chip in and buy a fifth of whiskey, how come we can't chip in and build us a house?
Right. Yes, sir.
One of the worst things in the world. People got to beg another man for something in his government. That's how come poor man Lazarus was a type of a soul. Much so the messenger says to us, says, it could not been any other picture fit us better than Lazarus.
That's right.
He went there every day going to the rich man's gate to stand around and sit around and beg for crumbs. Every day he would go there. Where do we go? It fits us. Where do we go? Time we get out of a job, you go into the welfare, right?
Right.
Because we didn't save nothing. While we were working, we couldn't do it. If you saved anything, it soon goes away from you because a poor man working on that little change you got in the bank, it don't stay no time.
Right.
And you know anything, it's gone.
That's right.
Yeah,
Right.
I can witness that upside down. Today we got everything that you want.
Right.
Did not you know that the Lord has given to us the know-how how to build a city?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's right.
We can build it.
That's right.
Well, how do you do it? Get onto your own gun, I tell you.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
So let's get together and then you'll find out how to do this.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Nobody gonna tell people how to do things that the messenger taught, and he knows that it should be done, and he won't do it. If you and I get together and go and build us a couple of houses on a couple of lots, and they see it, here go them.
That's right.
They're going to do the same thing. So you do yours in a secret manner so that they won't go and get all the ground because we don't have the money. We poor man Lazarus
Yes, sir.
around here at the gate begging for crumbs.
Right.
Why don't we stop begging? A beggar don't get nowhere.
That's right.
Lazarus went there to the gate so often until God had pity on him and sent an angel that said, go get that fool away from that gate. That's true. He didn't say fool, but he sent the angel there to the gate. Told him to take him on away from there. And when he took him, he brought him back to Abraham and put him in his bosom, they said. You know, they didn't put no man in your bosom. How can I get in your bosom or you get in mine?
Teach.
He put knowledge in his head how to do for himself, and that was talking to you and me.
Right.
It's a sickening thing when you learn self and others, who wants to do for self and others, it is a sickening thing for such people that you would see so lazy they won't even work for themselves. That's awful. You're right, sister. That is terrible.
Really.
Look at our people today. Master Farad come here, we was as negative as J Booty. Plenty of them. I know it.
That's right.
I was in the bunch. I didn't have changing underwears.
That's right, brother.
I'm telling you facts. Plenty of them didn't have them. I seen some of my friends take socks. After they done wore the sock, the foot of the sock out, he turned the sock upside down and wear the other part out. Wrap up his foot.
That's true.
I seen that. What I tell you, if I didn't do it, I saw it. Cause I ain't gonna tell you no lies. Let us unite together. Get some people to come. Said Tell him that this man, John, is not like what you telling me.
That's right.
He's not trying to do things to harm you.
That's right.
I am here to try to do something to help make our nation a great nation. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to try to ask people to give me money. I'm not for that to give me money. I'm not here to ask you for that for myself. I'm after asking for money among our people so that we can do it for all of us.
That's
Right.
right.
All of us. Build for self, do for self, act self, and be yourself.
Yes, sir.
It's awful. Lazarus went into Abraham's bosom, sitting up there in the heaven or wherever he was at. They say he was in heaven. He wasn't nowhere, not in no bosom. And then due to facts, it just was a parable anyway.
That's right.
Nothing like that ever happened. Read the story. There was a man named Lazarus. There was a man named Job. Just like you start off with your child sitting down there in front of you at home. Tell me a story, Mama. Tell me a story, Papa. All right. Once upon a time, there was a man.
Yes, sir.
Once upon a time, there was a man. His name was so and so and so. And you can't find him regardless to what you do. You can take all the hounds in town and you couldn't find that man. That's true. So it is with Lazarus. It means a man that, a beggar. It means a poor man. The man Lazarus. He's imitating the story is something to bring you out from darkness into light when you see it.
That's right.
That's why he made it a parable. Abraham wouldn't let Lazarus open his mouth when the rich man died, talking to him. He even asked for Lazarus to go back to his people. Tell them he's in the flames. And look at this big lottie, but just dip your finger into some water and dip it down here on my tongue. Would you ask somebody to put their finger in some water and drop you a drop of water and you in flames? You say, hell no. Pour that bucket of water down there on me, so put me out. Excuse me, sister. That's me. See, I'm just ready to talk to you and it's time to stop. But that's true. Abraham wouldn't let Lazarus open his mouth because Abraham knows that if Lazarus talked to his boss down there, he's going to do everything his boss says. He asked Lazarus for water. Lazarus run all over him trying to get him a drop of water to come back and drop it on old boss' tongue.
That's right.
That's just the way black people is today. You say something about trying to do something for self, trying to be somebody, the first thing some Negro or whatever he is out there, you understand me. We know what he is. He's a black original man. We know who he is. First thing that he want to do, I'm going to tell old boss what he said.
That's right.
He said, we don't have no friends in white folks. I got plenty good white friends. Crazy. That's crazy. You ain't got a white friend nowhere unless you got a white shirt and it's a brand new one.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Let us get together. Bring more people so we can wake up.
Right.
That's right.
If I had a building full of people like some of these churches got, ooh, I'd have been here 7 o'clock this morning, waiting until you got here. That's right. I'd have been sitting around here waiting until you got here, 7 o'clock this morning. I've been here a good while, but I was doing something upstairs there. I've been here while he was opening up. I've been here all that time. But I had some other work that I wanted to finish that I got to take care of tomorrow, and I wanted to finish it. Yeah. Lazarus, Samson, is black man in America. Delilah, and Samson's wife. Delilah wasn't his wife. His wife, she was burned up in the house with the father, with the rest of the family, and that left nobody but Samson. That's what made Samson so mad. And after he found out that they had burned all of the house down and his people was killed, then he went and got 2 foxes. It says foxes, more than one, went and got some foxes and made firebrands and tied it to their tails and set them off across the field. Those foxes. Set them, one going this way and one going that way. He had them all lined in the way that he wanted them to go. And he burned down every stalk of corn was around there. Them foxes carried the fire on their tails. If Allah put some fire on our tails, we'd get up and do some work.
That's right.
Right. That's right. Fire.
But if he put some firebrand on some foxes' tails around here and sent them through our neighborhood.
That's right.
He did do it not long ago. That's how come you got all this space out here.
That's right.
That was a sign, just like the fox going there. All of these houses burnt down. Who burned them down most? We didn't go to white folks' house to burn any. Burn them down in our own neighborhood. Thinking the white folks gonna build us and that Jew gonna build back his house back again. Jew don't build up nothing you tear down. He never did. He don't do nothing for you. You run a house from you, he tell you, that's all right, Jaime said this, Jaime said that. And we taking the Jew. You know what the book said? The book says that in this day and time you will find 10 men following one Jew, holding on to the coattail of one Jew, believing that he is right. But now who's that holding on to the coattail of one Jew? Yes. Us. Plenty of our people today calling themselves Jews.
That's right.
I'm a black Jew. They tell you, black Jew. I heard a man down the Eastern Market there on Gratiot one day. I bought vegetables from him quite often. And he was talking to the devil. And he told the devil, he said, they was arguing about Catholic religion. And he told the devil, he said, the day that you said that you was a Jew, no, let me tell it right. The day that you said that God had forgiven you for your sin, you had become a Jew. I looked around at him. I said, my God, what a dumb man you is. the day that you said, God forgive you for your sins, telling this devil that he had become a Jew. You know, we got our people, Master Farad said our people is as dumb as a hog. And a hog is the dumbest thing on top side of the earth. Ain't no other animal as dumb as a hog. Right. And our people act like him, and they do like him, and they get to eating, and they fall down on the couch. Go there like him. It's a sin for black people. After the truth come to them, then they ignore it. Right. It is a sin. Brothers and sisters, I bring my talk to a close because you know me. I talk all the evening if nobody don't say nothing. So I bring my talk to a close at this time and pray Allah that everybody come back next Sunday. Very soon I'm going to start giving the history like I said again. So that you will know it. But I don't want to take that long journey with just a few. I want a lot of people. So I thank you, brother and sister, for being so patiently to be here with us until this hour. May Allah bless you and grant you your wish. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. You may be seated.